Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Sprint Showdown here for NASCAR Sprint Cup Series racing, and whoever comes in first and second will advance to the All-Star race. This race right here is one whole segment. That's it. But you need to make a scheduled pit stop though. If you don't, you're going to be disqualified. And it will affect your grade in the standings as well. Anyways, another thing I want to shout out to you guys, that this race is 15 laps long. Alabama in the 43 car in the Richard Petty Victory Lap car that Richard Petty drove around the track at Homestead in 2003. Very special race car. Nice decals. And Alabama last tasted victory lane at Texas in Season 3. Kurt Busch still doesn't have a win in the 41 Stewart-Haas racing machine ever since he first moved over to the 41 team. His performance went to a downfall. Maybe he is a lot better. He was a lot better at Penske. Season 1, he won at Darlington. Season 2, he won Richmond. Season 3, 0 wins. Season 4, so far, 0. Chase Elliott, this season's runner-up in the 25 car, has a total of 3 wins in the Xfinity Series, but still does not have a win in the Cup Series. With that being said and done, let's get you off to the most famous words in motorsports. And here to give that command, please welcome NASCAR Fan 88, the winner at Richmond this season. Thank you, everybody. Now, to get this race underway, I just got 3 things to say. God bless America. And, well, another thing I want to shout out to you guys before I say those 3 words is let's have a great race tonight, and hopefully no one gets hurt or suspended. And a third thing I want to say, gentlemen, start your engines. Engines are fired. We are getting ready to go. Beating and banging, toughen up on this racetrack on another hot night. But in the All-Star race, it's going to get even crazier. With that being said, let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's race. Remember, I'm going to say it again. This race is one segment only. 15 laps long. You need to make a scheduled pit stop in these number of laps, because if you don't, you're going to get penalized and your grade will decrease in the standings. Anyways, row 1, Alabama and Matt Kenseth. Alabama is your pole sitter. Row 2, Kevin Harvick and Jeff Burton. Row 3, Martin Truex Jr. and Ryan Newman. Row 4, Jamie McMurray and Paul Menard, the McDonald's Bros. Danica Patrick and Greg Biffle. In row 5, row 6, Alex Bowman and Brian Scott, who finished second in Atlanta behind Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin, Casey Kane and Kurt Busch. Casey Kane last tasted victory lane in Season 1 at Homestead, and rounding out the field is the 25 Napa car of Chase Elliott. Who will advance? We're about to find out. We're underway. Amarola leads lap 1. Kenseth sideways. Harvick nowhere to go. Flames coming from the fourth car. Kenseth on Harvick's hood, and Kenseth back on the track surface. So these two will not advance to the All-Star race. What a shame. Matt Kenseth, the defending champion of the Cup in the Cup Series. Kevin Harvick, who last tasted victory lane at Martinsville last season, will not go to victory lane tonight. Well, sort of. Well, he sort of won't be going to victory lane. I forgot to mention that when you go to the outside of the track surface at Charlotte, it is very, very slippery. So, mind you, watch your back. Anyway, Matt Kenseth got into turn 3 a little bit too hard and too deep. Gets loose, goes around, goes up the racetrack. Kevin Harvick nowhere to go, and he was just a victim of a circumstance. And the other cars pass by. These two are out of the race. Restart on lap 4. Jeff Byrne and Amarola make contact. Ryan Newman to the lead. Paul Menard to the lead. It's getting crazy out here. Jeff Byrne in pit road. Lawson and Newman into the wall. Jeff Byrne exiting pit road. Marshall Cheering and Greg Biffle entering pit road, making their schedule pits like they're heading out. Chase Elliott is right behind Danica Patrick. Danica Patrick leads 2 laps, and she enters pit road. Chase Elliott now in the lead lap. Lawson's hot on his tail. Chase Elliott gets loose. Kyle Lawson gets loose. Jeff Byrne to the lead. White flag is out. Amarola holds up lap traffic. Jeff Button will win the showdown and will bring the 48 team back to victory lane. Congratulations to the mayor, Jeff Byrne, who is substituting for Jimmy Johnson, who is suspended until we hit Kentucky. Jimmy Johnson will get back in the wheel, and if Jimmy is watching this race, I'm sure he is jumping for joy, as Jeff Button, the mayor, captures the showdown win and brings the 48 team back to victory lane after they last tasted victory lane at Sonoma, which was back in Season 2 in 2014. Now, Jeff Button won that race with... He actually was involved in an accident earlier. On a restart, he gets into Amarola, gets loose, and gets into the wall, as well as Amarola. This gives the lead to Ryan Newman and Paul Menard. And while Jeff Byrne was making a scheduled pit stop, Kyle Lawson comes up the racetrack into Ryan Newman. Both of them hit the wall. And that gave Paul Menard and Denny Hamlin a battle for the race lead. And I'm impressed with Danica Patrick because she led 2 laps tonight. My goodness. She led 2 laps, and on lap 13, she came into pit road for her money stop. Sadly, her strategy did not pay off. And this gives Chase Elliott an opportunity to lead a few laps. This right here, Chase Elliott and others were back on, and a few others were back on the lead lap. Now, Elliott was in contention to win right up until that point when he got loose in the turn 3 and 4. This gives Lawson the lead, but Lawson has problems as he has problems with steering as he gets into the wall. This gives the lead to Jeff Button. And while Almirola was coming back up the racetrack. This slows down the field, gives Jeff Burton an advantage to win the race. And the driver that finished second tonight and will advance to the All-Star race is Ryan Newman in a 31 Caterpillar Chevrolet, driving for Richard Childress Racing. Just edges out Kurt Busch for second. Almirola, he does not count because he was a lap down the time he crossed the start-finish line. And Danica Patrick, she also came across the line a lap down as well. But here's the top 10 race results. Jeff Burton is first. Ryan Newman is second. These two will advance to the All-Star race. Congratulations. Kurt Busch is third. Chase Elliott is fourth. Another top 10 finish, that is, for the 25 team. Paul Menard in the top 5, probably his best finish of the season. Kyle Larson is 6th. Martin Truex Jr. is 7th. Jamie McMurray 8th. Casey Kane 9th, and Denny Hamlin rounds up the top 10. I forgot to mention that 5-0 Fuel will be on board for Martin Truex Jr. for the time being until we hit Pocono Raceway. Well, actually, when we hit Pocono, the first Pocono race that is, Martin Truex Jr. will make the move to Furniture Row Racing in the 78 Chevrolet. So, for the time being, he'll drive the 5-0 Fuel Toyota from Michael Waltrip Racing. Johnny John, Stream Cheese, congratulations. Your drivers, Jeff Burton, even though it's supposed to be Jimmy Johnson until he got suspended, and Ryan Newman had just earned a spot in the All-Star race. Congratulations. And the way how they came back after their cars were banged up and scratched earlier and came back to earn a spot on the grid for the Big Bucks race. Alright, so the next Showdown race to prepare ourselves for the transfer spot in the All-Star race will be NASCAR Camping World Truck Series racing at Gateway Motorsports Park. Now, about the fan vote, I will be doing that for all 4 series after the Showdown results are in the ARCA Racing Series at Canadian Motor Speedway. After that, the fan votes will be in, and you guys can vote whoever you want to win the All-Star race, and whoever driver has the most fan votes is the one to watch out for under the lights, and will be the All-Star driver throughout the entire season this season. But do not fan vote. Do not. Just don't. Only when I say so, please. Please. Thank you. Dale Jr. fans signing off in the broadcast booth, and I'll see you next time for NASCAR Camping World Truck Series competition at Gateway Motorsports Park for the Showdown. Goodbye, everyone.